Hello, hello. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you. Give it a second. Make sure I am good to go. Whew. Technical difficulties today. Anyone else having technical difficulties? Facebook is like, we are so switching the way we do lives. And it's not even giving you a choice anymore. My goodness. But that's okay, because I'm here to deal with just that very thing. I've mentioned a couple of times in previous posts, by the way, hello again. It's Cassandra Renee. You might remember me if this looks a little familiar. You might remember me from earlier this morning if you get up at the ass crack of dawn on the West Coast like I do, or like a normal human on the East Coast. I host a show on here called Rise and Shine with Cassandra Renee. That's me. And it is normally 6 a.m. East Pacific Standard Time, 3 wow, hello, I can tell time, 9 a.m. on the East Coast. And I am here for a new little segment. So if you like it, let me know, because then we'll keep doing it. And if not, just be nice about it. But we're doing a midday mindset shift. How's that sound? So like I typed in the thing, regardless of how your day has been going, this right here is your daily reminder of how you have the power to turn whatever situation is going on right around the way you desire it. Now, I've mentioned in previous posts before that famous quote, Viktor Frankl said that basically, I'm gonna misquote this, but basically he said that there's nothing you can do about, the world, that's what he said, the world can take everything away from you except for your power to decide how you're going to respond. And we have a set amount of willpower, right? And every day we wake up and it's kind of like your phone's battery, has been charged all the way, right? You wake up and you've got a full battery, hopefully, if you got a good amount of sleep. And then you make decisions throughout the day. And as you make decisions, your willpower keeps going down and down and down and down. And that's why by the end of the day, you come home and you're tired and you're just like, I don't care. Yes, I'll eat this box of cookies because screw it, why not? When maybe 10 a.m. you wouldn't necessarily say the box of cookies is a good idea. Or when you get a little bit extra stressed out and, like Snickers, great thing. You're not you when you're hangry, right? When you're hungry. And you get that way because your willpower, it's finite and it diminishes as the day goes on. And so right now, being that most of you are in the middle of your day, you're probably sensing, what was it, the Tuesday, the 2 o'clock blues or something like that. It used to be called back when I used to work in corporate forever ago, where it's like, okay, it's time for that energy drink. Well, same goes for your mindset, right? And actually, and I talked about it earlier this morning, if you boost your mindset, you can actually automatically boost your energy with it. And that's an awesome thing, right? So, well, wait a second. You can do this without caffeine. You can do this without additional substances. So I just lost some viewers. They're like, no caffeine, screw her, I'm out. No, I still like my caffeine. I'm definitely into coffee and lattes, which I have had none today yet. So anyway, earlier today, I talked about how you can actually force yourself to smile, like physically move the muscles in your face to make you smile. And that will psychosomatically psych your brain out to think, oh, I can be happy. She's smiling. She must be happy because I'm not crazy. So, all right, let's be happy. Let's release some dopamine. Let's get it going. And then next thing you know, it can spiral like that. Now, sometimes it's an uphill battle, but it is possible. And I maintain that positivity is just as contagious as negativity. It just has a higher boiling temperature, right? So negativity, right? We can easily, especially when our willpower is depleting, our negativity can be as contagious as this freaking COVID BS, right? It can be that contagious. I mean, that's actually how we even make friends. It's socially acceptable to be negative. Ugh. I don't want to go to any parties like that anymore, right? Like, okay, you're waiting in line for the bathroom. Ugh, you don't know this person. The line is like super long. What is she doing in there? My God. First off, what's your business? And second off, hi, nice to meet you, friend. Let's start off with a bunch of shit talk. Like, it's so silly, but it's socially acceptable. And once we all know that super happy, positive person that you're just like, I just want to shut up, stop being so happy. And once they get to you, though, once they get through that layer of annoyance, it's so easy to just keep it going, right? And it feels way better. You actually can be consciously aware of how good feeling good feels. But we're so numb to being unconscious of how crappy negativity feels, unless it gets like extra negative. And then we're like, wow, this really sucks. When did I slip into a bout of depression? You've been on a steady decline for about 20 years. So this is all this to say, this is your little reminder that you have the power to turn it around. Want to know more? Definitely check out my morning segments, and you can go back and rewatch them on this page, as well as my own personal page. They are stored and shared there in case you miss them. But let's dive right in. So I've got techniques on how you can actually calm down and make yourself happy, and stay tuned because there are going to be many more things where that come from. So feel free to interact and tell me how your day is going, because in the few more minutes that I've got left, I want to help you in real time work on whatever it is you're feeling, the midday blues, scared, frustrated, angry, whatever it is, we're going to turn it around. And this isn't to pacify and make light that, oh, she's got her rose-colored glasses on and she's got her head in the clouds and isn't seeing reality, and, you know, or that meme where the little dog's sitting with all the fires. I'm fine, everything's fine. It's not to be like that. It's to actually get you to remember that you're in control. What is it you desire? Let's focus on that and get through. Because when you take control, you can be responsive, not reactive. And when you're responsive, you are able to make smarter decisions. So when they asked me to do this segment, I was like, man, I'm so excited, but what do I do? So I decided to touch base with my favorite doctor. Now, that's kind of, you know, a big thing to say because most people don't really love their doctors. I mean, some do. Some doctors are pretty cool, but it's not really something like, let me go ask. Well, my favorite doctor might just be your favorite doctor too. Anyone grow up with this man, Dr. Seuss? Right there, yeah. Erica, she says, I made blueberry muffins today to avoid doing homework. Oh, we will so get to that. Thank you for sharing. Now, Dr. Seuss, the wisest of doctors, now he might be silly, but in this book, proves my point. It is a guide to life for those just starting out and those already on their way. And it's really cool. It's a bunch of excerpts from all of his books and some of them are a stretch, but to get you creatively thinking about how you can take action and use these little anecdotes for growing up. For example, respect your elders. Do not hop on pop. I mean, that was the second book I ever read. Anywho, so when I asked the big man, what should I talk about today? He said, face up to adversity. But I've bought a big bat. I'm all ready, you see. Now my troubles are going to have troubles with me. That's from I Had Trouble in Getting to Solace Salute. You guys remember this? Right there. Anywho, what the heck am I bringing that up for, and what does that have to do with you? Are we not all facing some sort of adversity right now? I think we are. And it's how we choose to go about it, responding or reacting, that is going to make all the difference. So you can be the turtle that pulls his head in and goes into his shell. And you know what? By all means, there's a time and a place for that. And I surely had my breakdown and my woe is me and my victim moment when all the reality actually started crashing down on me, going, oh yeah, okay, well, this sucks. There's a time and a place for that, but it's your decision on whether you're gonna stay there or not. Suffering is a choice. Pain is not a choice. Pain happens, but suffering, choosing to stay in that mindset, choosing to focus on it, that's you suppressing you. So if you, for me in Vegas, it's been about a week now. And we've been in quarantine, and some people are still, this sucks. Oh, first off, most things are still open, so calm down. And second off, instead of complaining, why don't we take a moment and say, I get to go back and see my other video from the other day. I get to do fill in the blank. I get to spend more time with my dogs. I get to hang out with you guys. Anyway, I've only got a couple of minutes, so I said, Erica, I'll get to you what you said. If you need more clarification, DM me. I'm happy to continue this conversation and all things Dr. Seuss with you. Kind of obsessed. But to get to Erica's question, or not question, but how her day's going. She made blueberry muffins today to avoid doing homework. I'm all about the blueberry muffins. I'm all about the baking. I personally am obsessed with the Great British Bake Off. FYI, if anyone wants to gift me with the official cookbook from there, I would love you forever. Anywho, avoidance, huge. And so many of us are avoiding a lot of things right now, right? So how did that make you feel, Erica? Like why you didn't want to do, yes, that's such a good show. Was the homework difficult? Did it bring you anxiety? What's the situation around why you wanted to avoid doing homework? While you're typing that, because I only have a couple minutes, on the topic of avoidance, that is a choice, right? But it's also a choice to actually do what you're supposed to do and that you need to do. And one technique that I use is called the 2-minute rule. If something that I need to do, if there's my priority, right, which would be your homework, that's a priority, it has to get done. Not so much. But if you have a task that takes you 2 minutes or less to do, set yourself like a 10-minute timer and have it go off at 2-minute intervals. And that actually will make you run around and expedite it faster, just knowing that you've got that time limit down, right? And this allows you to take, because 10 minutes out of all the day, 10 minutes is doable, right? But if you allow one simple task that could easily take you 2 minutes to take 10 minutes, then you've got a problem. So I like to challenge myself with that, because then mentally I know, because I work well under pressure. Hate pressure. Nobody likes it. It's not fun, but I work really well under it, so I embrace that. Finding the silver linings, finding the blessings in the things you don't really like. They're overwhelming. Oh my gosh, girl, we have got to talk offline or start a whole other topic about of overwhelm, which I could talk on and on and on about. But yeah, so that's a little tip for anyone who feels like they've got to rush around and do things. I want to be respectful of my time. I only have these 15 minutes, but if you liked this and you like more time with me, let TQN know. And we will get going with maybe some more mid-afternoon mindset shift stuff for a longer duration. So real quick before I sign off, Edward says, I saved someone's car from getting hit by a shopping cart. Hero! You're my hero! Being blown by the wind and returned it to the corral after using it. Kudos to Edward. We need more Edwards like you. Edwards. We need more people like Edward. Like, that's awesome. I won't blow your cover. Twice the work, and it's a totally new concept for me, so I'm a little uncomfy. Erica, I'm going to message you. And for everyone else, if you have any other questions, message me. And we'll go and we'll do this some more, okay? It's been fun. Thank you guys so much. I love you. And as always, cough into your elbow, wash your hands, and stay home. Stay home with me. Okay, bye.